Hello, world.
Welcome to our podcast where we talk about anything and everything.
Nothing is off limits.
This is Everything Electrified with Hiba and James.
Shut up and sit down.
Welcome back, everybody, to episode 7 of our podcast.
Oh my God, 7.
It's already
Okay.
been 7. It's been more than a month.
Or-
If you haven't already, please subscribe. Please follow us. We are available on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, wherever you find your podcasts. And we are also on YouTube as well. We have a YouTube channel called Everything Electrified, where we put out videos related to the Tesla that we have here, and we do crazy things with it. One of our videos that we had was a ghost hunting video. Do you remember that, James?
Oh my God, don't I ever.
Yeah. Yeah. The ghost hunting video. And
Watch that. You
yeah,
guys need to watch that. That was funny.
I'm gonna get into this a little bit, just a little bit, so you guys know what it's about. So what happened is that my Tesla doesn't always, but sometimes sees a person in my driveway, but not all the time. Okay, so it kind of makes you think: are they seeing a ghost or not, or is it a glitch in the system? So I captured that on video, and I figured let's try to go to cemeteries to see if the Tesla sees anything.
Mhm.
We went to different cemeteries. I'm not gonna tell you what happened there, but we went to different cemeteries. We went to the Amityville Horror House. If you guys
Yes.
saw that movie, we went there, so you can see that as well. Then we actually went to a haunted road. A supposedly haunted road. They have some legends there. I'm not gonna get into the legends. You
And
guys gotta
creepy
watch it.
stuff happens to us on that
And
road.
something weird happens to us. And one of
Yeah.
the things that happened to us that's not in the video, I will tell you that that's not in the video, is when we were leaving that road, right? And we actually were listening to our previous podcast just to make sure everything is good. That's what we like to listen to, is ourselves, if you didn't know.
Of
So we were
course.
listening to our podcast in it, and all of a sudden, the whole time, everything is fine. The volume is good, the podcast is good, and as soon as we're leaving that road, the podcast is sped up. Like, it's just going faster. Our voices are just going faster. And I didn't know why. I thought I messed
Yeah.
up in editing. But then when we listened to from James' phone, it was fine. Everything is fine. It's not sped up. But on my phone, it's sped up, right? And I rebooted my phone. I did so much of rebooted the car, and it's sped up. So I couldn't figure out why. Then all of a sudden, guys, I swear, I kid you not, how I figured it out. Okay, let me get into how I figured it out. I actually went into the podcast on like the Apple podcast that they have, and I went into our podcast, and all of a sudden it was sped up. Like, the option to speed it up was on. Instead of being like normal, it was like 1.5 times.
Which made
And
no sense.
it doesn't make sense because the phone was on the little charger pad the whole time. Like, no one touched the phone. I was driving. James don't touch my phone. It was off. So it doesn't make any sense why it started speeding up out of nowhere when we were on that road. I I didn't put this in
Yeah.
the video because we weren't filming this, so I didn't put it in. But that was weird. That road is kind of weird. That
Well,
gotta watch it. You gotta watch it.
just watch it. You guys will love it. It actually is it's actually really good. So check it out.
You guys gotta check it out. It's on our YouTube channel. It's called Everything Electrified. That's the name of our YouTube. You have to see this ghost video because I cannot explain what happened to us on that road. I can't
Yeah.
explain it. I can't explain it. All right. You know what? That's enough about the little ghost things that we got going on. If you guys want a Halloween episode, that's gonna be special in October. It's gonna come out where I am gonna get into some ghost stuff, some paranormal stuff. So go ahead and
Oh God.
subscribe so we can trigger James a little bit, and I'll tell
No.
you all about my ghost things.
Taking me all the freaking time. I'm tired of you. You
Well, we're
got me
gonna
thinking
trigger
about
him.
my life.
We're gonna hear about some ghost things in October, so make sure you're subscribed. All right. So we're gonna start on our topic for today, and it's gonna be a little bit of game time. All right, James, what you got for us on game time?
I actually got some bits of information. So, I always keep my nose down to the Twitterverse. I love it. So the one I listen to, or at least, excuse me, read on is Nintendo Life because I love Nintendo, right? And on Nintendo Life, they were talking about VGM. In case you guys don't know, the acronym stands for video game music. A lot of people love the video game music from back in my day, in our day, excuse me, a lot of our days. Final Fantasy, Banjo Kazooie, Metal Gear Solid. So they decided that the companies that make these music and the orchestra who actually the companies hired to make all this music are getting together on Spotify to play this music on Spotify so all of us can all eat the member berries. So just that alone was like fantastic. What do you think about that, Hibbs?
I don't really have anything to say. Like,
Well, what about you guys? What do you
yeah,
guys
put it
think
up to
about
the
it?
listeners.
So you guys might like it, might not like it. Give us a hit up on that one because I don't know about you, but every time I listen to a lot of the Zelda or the Final Fantasy VI, you guys know what I'm
Mhm.
talking about, 6/7, whatever you want to talk about. The music is beautiful.
Okay.
Besides that, I have one other thing I wanted to talk about.
Uh-huh, go ahead.
In your families, as you know, everyone has that one family member, whether you're an IT person, mechanic, or anything else. You know, they know that you're a mechanic, and all of a sudden, your third cousin, twice removed over, is trying to come over to you and be like, "Listen, can you help me work on my car? It's coughing the wrong way, or check engine light, whatever." My mother decided to tell my uncle, her brother. He said she's like, "Oh, you know, James got this giant collection, video game collection. He's a really high end collector. He does a lot of crazy mods." He goes, so my uncle goes, "Really? Well, funny that you said that because my GameCube died."
Of course,
So I'm
conveniently.
like, "Of course." And he goes, "I like to replace the part." So you can't get those parts here in the States. No way. So he had to order it from Japan, straight from the source where it came from, just to get the part in. And it's not even a new part. You can only use used parts. So he got that going. While he tells me to do that, he goes, "By the way, I saw this thing online, this YouTube, that you could do a special mod it could read out of region games, you know, because the GameCube back in the day never read anything out of region. So what I mean by any games that are made for the United States or for North America, it reads perfectly fine. But if you wanted to play a Japanese game or a European game that wasn't released here, your normal North American GameCube wouldn't be able to read it. It doesn't know how to interpret it. The beginning source code or the security code won't allow it to play. It'll come up as an improper disk. But brilliant freaking modders out there came out with this wonderful, it's called GC mod. It's a small little chip that you paid $8, I think, on Amazon. That's what he paid for. $8 on Amazon. He goes, "I need you to install this chip for me." And I'm like, "Oh God, of course I have to do this." So I popped it in, worked perfectly fine. Because I have some Japanese GameCube games, because I do have it for my collection that didn't release here. And it came out perfectly fine. It's just that I'm just tired of being that guy. When you're IT inclined or mod inclined,
Mhm.
just come on, Hibbs. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Do you
I
have
do.
anything like that with your family?
Yeah, I do.
So what are you
Yeah.
known as in your family?
Um, yeah, listen, things that have nothing to do with me that I can't control, I'm asked to fix. Like I literally has nothing to do with me and I can't control it, but I'm asked to take a look to see how I can fix it. And, sometimes I'm able to get away with it because I just can just Google stuff. Googling skills, like I like to call it my FBI skills. Just trying to find the information. Sometimes I get lucky and I'm able to do stuff, right? But most of the time it's like it has nothing to do with me. I can't really fix it. I just gotta be like, all right, well, time to buy a new one. Like
You know, that's the thing. That's another thing I get. I always get that too. Is just like, come on, you could do this because you're smart. No, it's called Google and YouTube.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm not smart. Other people have done it that are smarter than me that figured it out. You could do it too. Come on.
Yeah. But some things I like to do. Like for example, when I wanted to put like the digital lock on my house, right? So you can just punch the code in, you don't need a key anymore, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
So, of course, I have no idea how to do this. I've never changed a door handle like a normal. I've never done it. I have no idea what to do, right? Yeah, they give you instructions, they give you videos, right? But I've never personally done it. I don't even know how a lock works, okay? So what I first did was I started taking off normal door handles, like inside the house, like a closet door handle, just to figure out I know how to take it off and I know how to put it together. I know how it works, just to get that basic going. Once I did that, then I tried to do it on the main door handle because I was like, worst case scenario, at least I can put the original one back on, right? At
of
least I can get
course.
the original one back working. So, and I started watching the video and I just went slow. I went step by step. I swear to God, that thing took me like 2.5 hours because I was like, yeah, for a normal person, it would be like 10, 15 minutes. For me, I'm like going so slow because I don't know what I'm doing and I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to make it work, but it did work and I did do it. And now I feel so successful. But now people look at me like, oh, really? You can do this? Well, guess what? I have something here for you to do, like it just becomes like a thing once you achieve it.
Once they know you achieve it,
Yeah, once they
it's like
know.
everyone knows you're out. You're done.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna move on to another game time news that it could be tech, but it could be game. It could be game. So
Yeah.
you guys are familiar with Fortnite,
Of course.
right? Okay. Fortnite, great game when it came out. It's kind of like whatever at this point. Like some people still play it, but a lot of people are over it. It's not that trending anymore, right? But Fortnite came out to mobile once upon a time. Okay. And when it was on mobile, people did download it, people did play it, but it got removed from the Apple Store
Yeah, I
first and
remember
then
that.
eventually Google Store. So this is what happened. So when it was on mobile, right? And you wanted to buy things from Fortnite, from Epic Games, right? Their little coins or whatever, you wanted to buy that. Apple usually, this is how it works when you buy things in game. You literally buy from Apple. You don't buy from the person. You buy from Apple. Okay.
Yeah.
And then Apple pays the creator or the owner or whatever, right? Apple
course.
pays them. So in Epic Games, what they did was, yeah, you can buy from Apple, but they bypassed it where you can buy from them directly. And Apple was like, no, 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 no. That's against our terms and conditions of being on our
What?
store. So what they did was they said, you need to change that or you need to get off our store. So what Epic Games did was they were like, we ain't changing shit. We're going to get off your store. I'm going to sue your ass. And then they sued them. And then
Yeah.
Samsung, Google Play, I should not say Samsung, Google Play followed suit with Apple because Google Play was like, wait. Apple has a point. They can't do this. So Apple kicked them off too. So Fortnite disappeared off of mobile completely, and this lawsuit has been taking place, right? So
Yeah.
finally, we have news on this lawsuit, okay? Now, a judge decided in this case that Apple can't force developers to use in-app purchases.
Finally. Holy crap.
So
It's called
now,
Monopoly.
yes. So now the developer has a choice. Yes, you can buy from Apple. Like, yes, you can use it, but you can also use the developer's own payment system to buy directly from them. So you have a choice. So what most developers gonna do is if you're buying from Apple for that convenience, it'll probably be like more expensive. It'll be like different packages for coins or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then like buying direct from them would be cheaper because of course you save money. You cut out the middleman, you save money. But bad news for Apple because now they're gonna lose a ton of money, right?
Because I think they can afford it. Come on, I think they can afford it.
Yeah,
Cut
but
that shit.
but if you're a business and you
Fuck
see like
that.
a loss, you see
Fuck
a loss,
that
that's a loss.
shit, Hiba.
They're gonna
They
write
can
the loss
afford it.
off.
They can afford it.
They're going to
No.
write the loss off as tax. They're gonna write it off.
No, I mean, Apple takes a walk or they fart and they come like $1 billion. I think they're okay with losing that little bit. Trust me.
So now Apple can't say no to developers on trying to have developers, give another payment option besides
in-app
Apple.
options. Yeah.
So that means Google Play would be subject to the same thing because now it's becoming a law. Now it's like a thing.
Yeah.
So now Google Play got to do the same thing. So when will Epic Games be back on mobile? I don't know.
I love that.
But when it does come in, you can buy from them directly, and Apple has to change its terms and conditions. And all the developers are now free to charge however they want to charge, and cutting out Apple as a middleman completely. Interesting.
Yeah. I like
Imagine like music artists do this. Hold on a second. This gets deep now, right? This gets real deep, right?
Uh-huh.
Imagine if music artists was like, you know what? I don't like the studios. Not the music artists, like the studios, the people who they have, contracts with, right?
Yeah.
The studios. If they were like, you know what? Yeah, I want my song on Apple, but I don't want my listeners to pay Apple direct. Here's another way to buy the song directly from us, the studio. Imagine that.
They could. I mean, that's a process. But it would be stupid to be shooting themselves in the foot because Apple's been doing this same garbage for so long that people are used to just getting things. Okay.
No, they're doing it on the iTunes store.
I'm going to save a little bit of this for tech stuff, but I will tell you guys now. Think about it this way. Apple's been doing this on iTunes for so long, right? So to be honest with you, that only affects applications or apps. That law, it doesn't affect music, which is digital media. That's two different things. Applications and digital media. Digital media is different. Apple gives you an opportunity to listen to your music conveniently through their app. Same with Spotify. You pay Spotify a monthly service, you can go ahead and listen to that
Yeah,
music
but you're
and
not
download it,
buying
and
it.
you can download it. You're not buying it, but you still have an option to do it. You can still
Yeah.
buy it from that side. Don't get me wrong. Apple still has to pay that artist. It's not like they don't pay
Right.
them a lot, but they just pay them something every time it's
Yeah,
downloaded.
yeah, yeah. It's royalties. I get
Yeah.
that. But imagine buying it directly from the studio. Like you're still
Nah.
using iTunes. You're still on iTunes. Just like the games are still from
Yeah,
the
but
App Store.
you're talking about two different things. They made that law for applications, apps, not digital media.
Now
Digital media is
imagine this.
different.
Hold on a second. What's like a famous studio? I don't know a famous studio's
I don't
name.
know any. I'm not gonna lie.
So I don't know. So let's just call it, famous studio one, okay?
All
The
right.
famous studio one has a lot of big artists signed to them, right?
Okay.
Let's I don't know, name some big artists like Lady Gaga or
Billie
what,
Eilish.
yeah, Billie Eilish, like some like Maroon 5, like the big artists.
Yeah.
Let's just
Uh
say
huh.
famous studio one has them all, right?
I got you. Go
So
ahead.
what if famous studio one made their own app and they said all you have to do is download our app one time. You pay us one
Bro.
time and you can listen to all those, like, you know what I'm saying, like they
Bro. All
could
right.
they could
All
go
right.
deep, they could
If
go
you want me
real
to go a
deep.
little deep with you, I'll go deep with you. Look at Napster. Back in the day, Napster was like the king of freaking downloading
What
music.
about
And
LimeWire?
wait. Let me get to my soapbox now.
Mhm.
Look at Napster. Napster was the king of you can download anything you want. And then they got a big lawsuit and they said, you know what, we have to change our ways. And it started becoming, yeah, you can get music from us and you have to pay for it. But Napster was alive after their lawsuit. Napster was running for a while. And then, of course, LimeWire came out later, but that's a whole different story. But they were running for a while because they woke up. Listen, anyone can make their own app to get digital media. Yes, you're right. Any studio can do that. But why would they? I'm sorry, please God, those people that have Androids versus iPhones, I have to tell you right off the bat, the most selling phone right now, the most popular phone is an Apple. So for them to shoot themselves in the foot and go, I'm not selling my store, I'm going to sell it directly from us, would be stupid. Because Apple has the biggest platform of users to get their digital media to.
Right.
So either way, Hiba, you have a point, but I also do have a point as well. How about our listeners? Let them see what they tell us. See what they think.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna move on to our next topic here, and it's gonna be, let's just go into tech news.
All right.
All right. So in tech news, right? Let me start off with this. I think this
Go
will be
ahead.
pretty quick.
All right. Go.
So I just saw. I don't know why. I don't know why companies are still doing this. I don't think we're ready for it. I don't think there's a demand for it. But let it be. Companies are doing it. Have you heard of the new Facebook glasses? What the fuck? What
It's
the
like
actual
if
fuck?
it's like Google Glass or whatever they
Yes,
call it. Oh
it's
no,
kind of
fuck
it's kind
that
of like
stuff.
that.
So
But
garbage.
wait, hold on a second. Didn't we just get so mad at Facebook for invasion of privacy, like tracking us and being on us and all the ads they give? So now
Yeah.
imagine giving Facebook the ability to see and record everything in your glasses, like, because whatever you see, Facebook sees. So what these glasses are for, right? The purpose of these glasses are so you're able to, still make those videos that you want to share with everybody, but then you don't have to pull out your phone and now you're looking in your phone screen. You're literally in the moment enjoying life. So something like a concert, right?
Yeah.
So you're in a concert, you have these glasses, you switch them on or whatever, and now you're like live streaming it to your people or whatever, or you're like just making a video, you're gonna post it. And now, but you're enjoying the concert through the glasses. You're actually looking at it. You're not so focused on taking out your phone and doing it. So I
Yeah.
guess there's a good way and then there's a bad way, like a creep who's gonna have these glasses on and go into like a bathroom. I don't know.
So you're pretty much telling me they're just trying to follow what Apple's doing with the iStalker stuff that's going on now with the reviewing your photos and privacy through your phone. That's pretty much what they're following.
They're not reviewing it. You're posting it on your Facebook.
Yeah, but they're doing. Apple is at least telling you we're going to be doing this, whereas Facebook may be doing this stuff on the side.
Yeah, I don't know. You know they're bad. You know they've been under fire for lots of stuff, so
Of
it's
course.
possible. But supposedly they put a light in it, so if it's recording, the white light comes on,
Come
letting people know
on.
it's recording. So
Come
a
on.
creep
Just
can't
like your
really creep.
Tesla with the
You mean
indoor camera bullshit. Get out of
listen?
here.
You mean I can just put a black marker over the light, like?
Yeah, like,
Like if
come
I really wanted to,
on.
I could just put a little black piece of tape on that light and call it a day. Yeah, see this light coming on. Like, what do you mean? Like you can prevent this light from not showing. Like I don't know, but Google Glass did it and it failed. It was too early for its time. It was
Yeah, it
way
really
too
was.
early. Yeah, it was way early. Like this was before like watches, right? This was
Yeah.
like now watches a standard thing. This was way before watches was Google Glass, and that failed. And
Yeah.
then there was like that Snapchat glasses, those yellow
Oh,
ones.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I've seen
That
those too.
kind of worked. That's kind of like a trendy thing, and then it kind of like fell off the earth. Like no one talks about it, no one sees it. Like it's whatever. So it
Yeah.
was that. And now they're doing these Facebook glasses. First of all, you're gonna have to look at what they look like. I'm gonna have to say you're gonna have to look at what they look like because
When I get off
Alexa,
good.
Alexa also has it.
Oh, yeah, she does because I have them. I have Alexa glasses. So, let me make sure she ain't okay. Good, she didn't wake up. So
Yeah,
no, I
mine
have.
woke up.
Oh, yours was. Mine didn't work up. I guess it's too far away for her, or the AC's like drowning out my voice.
Yeah.
Either way, I have them. You are correct. She has her own light when you call on her and stuff like that, but doesn't mean that she's not. She's not always not listening. Kind of like with any device in your house, she's always listening.
So they partnered up with Ray-Bans. So they look like Ray-Bans.
Okay.
Just so you know, which is like a pretty popular design. People like how Ray-Bans look like. So they're not like the ugliest things in the world, right? So
Even our boss loves Ray Bans. So yeah, I
yeah.
got you.
So Ray-Bans are pretty cool. They look like regular Ray-Bans, and then all of a sudden, boom, is recording you. It got two cameras in the front and is recording you. Which, you know, for other purposes, it's kind of cool, like the concept, but it also can go into that creep factor really
I think
quick.
also rumor has that Apple's working on something like that with the augmented reality type stuff. So I think we're moving on from the watches to faceware at this point for those who wear glasses or who don't wear glasses but kind of want to
Yeah,
have
that kind of
trend.
sucks though. You
Yeah.
know, that like if you don't wear glasses and you want it, now you gotta wear glasses. Like you don't need glasses. I don't know. It's kind of if you wear glasses, it's great, right? But if
Yeah.
you don't wear glasses, it's kind of like I gotta move on to this.
Eventually they're gonna do like something with the lenses, but
But
whatever.
but
Whatever.
I still think it's cool. Like so, imagine this, right? So we
Yeah.
make Tesla videos where we're driving,
Yeah.
right? And we put the GoPro where we can put it, right? But imagine you want like driver view, or like I go on my electric bike, which is kind of fast, and I want to like do a view on that, but I want you guys see what I see. So you can get it in like a Ray-Bans, which is like sunglasses, and have it that way. Or you can do it in clear glasses and have it like, you know, just your regular lenses.
Mhm.
They look like Ray-Bans, but with like two cameras sticking out on the sides. That's what
Yeah.
they look like.
Kind of bulky, just kind of like what the Amazon glasses are. They're
Yes,
kind of
yeah,
bulky.
on the sides, and you
Yeah.
know, same thing. Got speakers; it can listen to your messages. But now you're letting Facebook into your phone, where it can listen to your messages. And I
All I
don't know.
know is
I don't know.
Facebook is the most hacked app. I don't see myself buying any of their stuff at all,
You have the Oculus Rift.
except for the Oculus. I have
Yeah.
an Oculus, and actually, they just sent out the silicone. I got it today.
Yeah, I got mine a few days ago too. I'm not gonna. I don't know. What
I'm not
that's
using
about.
it because I already have something for my
Yeah,
my frame, so I'm
I'm good
okay.
with that. Yeah. All
So,
right. So what else you got for tech news?
all right. So Hiba, we know what's this week. It's a big thing for Apple users. On the 14th, now
Mm-hmm.
everyone knows what I'm about to say. It's going to be the Apple conference for everybody, and the Apple conference always goes with their popular stuff versus, mostly for iPhones. You have iPhones, iWatch, and sometimes they go ahead and do Macs. Not all the time. Not usually on this one.
Nah, I think it's
Usually,
more
and then iOS, and then
iPhones and
iOS 15.
watches.
I think it is
Yeah.
right. Yeah, they're gonna talk about iOS 15.
They might talk about like new apps or some
Yeah.
stuff that they're adding, like some BS stuff to
So
fill in the time.
I love, and just like you love your conspiracy, I love rumors because rumors you
I
learn a
hate
lot of
rumors.
things. Well, let me go ahead and tell you.
Hmm.
I don't take rumors stock, right? You don't take stock in it, but listening to the rumors is very entertaining, right? So there's a big leaker. His name is John Prosner, and every time he says something on Twitter or anything like that, it's always either 90% true or 100% true. That's how much this guy gets it on point. People also have joked around saying, well, this guy it's got to have like a insider for Apple. He's got to have someone that's telling him these things. So as I thought, me and you had a big discussion and up for this conference. It wasn't like we didn't talk about this. Me and you've been
Mm-hmm.
talking about this together. And Hiba is more of I'm gonna get it no matter what. I'm gonna get the new phone because it's a new
No, no,
phone.
no, 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 no.
Wait,
I'm gonna get the new
wait.
phone if it's a big phone. There's a
It's good.
big
It's good.
difference.
Okay. All right. All right. Listen
Mm-hmm.
to this.
Mm-hmm.
I said to you, whether it's
Mm-hmm.
a big phone or not, if it's just like better battery life and slightly faster, I care nothing for the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. John Prosser came out and said, not only is it going to be faster and better battery life, those of you who are iPhone 12 users, iPhone 11 users, you guys know that the cameras in the back, there's these three. If you have a Pro, it's three lenses, right? If you have a regular one, it's not Pro, you have two lenses. Hiba, you know what I'm talking about. You have it on your
Right.
phone. They're going to be recessed. They're going to be completely flat against the phone. Cool. I mean, is it worth it for me to buy it? No, not really. But the front may be a little different. The front on the top half, as you know, the screen is not totally
Right.
100%.
There's a notch. That's
There's
what
a
it is.
notch, and on the sides, you can still get the black screen because we both like the bigger phones, and I would love to see, which is what Samsung has, edge to edge, complete screen, no black lines on it. According to John Prosser, they're gonna do the punch hole method. So those of you who are Samsung users, you know what I'm talking about. A punch hole is just the one camera where it's gonna be in the top middle, and the rest of it is gonna be screen. That's how it's gonna look.
Mm-hmm.
On top of that, they're going to go with the old iPhone 4 design. What do I mean by that? So your speakers are currently located at the bottom of your phone, and it's like what? One, two, three, four. On one side, it's like four dots, and the other side is like six dots. But if you look at the 4 design, it's not like that at all. The 4 design has like a grating in the middle, and that shows a speaker on both sides. So pretty much what I'm trying to sell you guys is the phone looks good. If they have this kind of design, it may change my mind to buy this phone. It really will. But Hiba's right. It has to be the Pro Max. It has to be like the 6.4 inch, 6.3 inch screen. If it doesn't have that, I'm walking. I don't
Right.
need a small phone. I'll
Right.
wait. I'll keep my 12 Pro Max because
Yep.
frankly, my 12 Pro Max been doing really good for me. No
Yep.
problems. I'm
Yeah.
happy with it.
Yep.
We
100%. It got to be the big phone, or I don't care what it looks. It can look like a spaceship. I don't care. I'm not getting it unless it's the max. I need the max because why would I settle for a smaller phone? And then like 3 months later, they're like, "Oh, here's a max of it." You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they do. I've seen them do it. They'll put out the smaller phone, and then like 9 months into it, they'll be like, "Okay, here's the bigger phone now."
Oh, the S model or some craziness.
Yeah, so I rather just I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a max. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a max. Okay, they
Yeah.
already know it sells. They know people want the bigger screens. Then they're not gonna let Samsung or their competitor offer a bigger phone and they don't offer it. Like it doesn't make sense. So
There's
they're gonna have a max.
there's also
So
two other rumors, and one of them I have to laugh a little. Uh, so the two other rumors are going to be the color. All right. So the color they chose this time around is hot pink.
no, hell no, I ain't getting
That's
hot
what I
pink.
heard. I heard it's gonna be
No
hot
way.
pink,
It
and
can't
I'm
be hot.
like,
It could be like a pastel pink.
no, hot pink,
No,
hot pink.
no. They're ruling out everybody and their mama when they do
Dude,
that.
I will send you. I will send you the rumor. It's just a rumor right now. Like I said, everything I'm telling
Bro.
you guys is not factual. I don't have a freaking person in Apple telling me this. I'm looking through John Prosner. He has a Twitter. He's more 90% to 100 of what the rumor could be, and usually he's pretty good. He's pretty correct on it.
First of
On
all,
his
I'm just
shit.
telling you right now, Apple is not a person to do hot pink. A pastel pink, I can put that towards them. A hot pink, I cannot. I'm sorry, Apple ain't that person, bro.
Well,
Apple
you
is not
never know,
that
bro.
person.
You never
Unless
know.
it's their like
One,
SE model for the little tiny guy for the kids. They put a hot like that's not gonna be for the Max. I'm telling you right now,
well,
they do very sophisticated colors. Like if you look at it, they do very specificated colors. Like it's not gonna be hot pink, and
I just
I'm
want to
not
point
getting it.
out,
I will go back to white. I will.
guys,
I will go. I haven't seen a
guys.
white iPhone. I haven't had a white phone in like 4 years. So it's time to rotate that bitch back in. All right.
Now it's my time. I'm so proud of myself. Look who's triggered now. Look who's triggered by this right now.
I'm not
You are
triggered.
mad
I'm not.
triggered. Fuck that.
No.
You are triggered by this.
I'm not triggered. I just feel like that's the dumbest. I've heard a lot of dumb Apple rumors in my life, but that is one that takes the cake. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of, and I can't believe the internet is falling for it.
Well,
Like,
all I know is if John Prosner says it's true, I'm not gonna rule it out, but I am gonna be paying attention to it. Whatever, we'll
no,
see.
what? Well, I can't pay attention to that. That's just too much
Anyway,
for me. That could be for the little phones.
one final rumor I will tell
Mhm.
you, based on economic stuff going on because of COVID and stuff like that. Apple has this is the last rumor, I promise you. They will not do a price hike. Usually, every time they announce a phone, it's been like golden rule that every time they do it, there's a price hike. Unless they do the 1 terabyte, which I heard is a 1 terabyte that might come out. There's no price changes from the phones, which is good because a lot of people, if you try to price hike it right now with people jobs looking for jobs or out of a job or jobs are not really paying. Yes, there are jobs, but the jobs are not paying as they did when this before COVID. Um, Apple themselves are not doing a price hike, so I like that. That's a big thing for me.
That's good because it's like you know what to expect, and I respect that.
Exactly.
Um,
Exactly.
in Apple news, right? So there's this thing that I saw, right? These people, I don't know who people, it's not Apple. I don't know who these people are. They're making lightning cables, but these lightning cables hack into your phone.
What?
They look
That's
exactly.
stupid.
No, it's real. It's a real thing. This is a real existing thing. Wait. So it's a lightning cable. It looks just like a lightning cable. You don't know any better. You're like, hey, I'm going to charge my phone. You plug it in and it starts recording all your key presses. And why would you need that? Maybe your bank information, maybe your passwords that you're doing on your phone. Like it starts recording everything you start doing. And then the hacker can pull that data because you plugged your phone in. So imagine this. You plug these cables into your Magic Keyboard, into your iMac, right? And then you have someone putting in their password and everything. It records your keystrokes. And now they know your password to shit.
Wow.
This is a real thing. This is on appleinsider.com. This is a real article. This is a real thing out there. So what I want to tell the listeners here is if you didn't get a cable from Apple or some like certified person, do not plug your phone and your MacBooks into random chargers. So if you see free chargers laying around someplace,
Like at Target, they have that free charging station stuff for
you
your
never
phone.
know if someone switched it out. Like you never know they switched out that wire. You don't know if you went to Starbucks and had some chargers there and you're like, oh yeah, free charge, let me plug it. Or if you go to like college campuses and they have charge, like you just want to be real careful because there's a real thing out there that can steal your data like that. And it's gonna be a problem for you because everything is digital and now you gotta change everything. You don't know what got hit, like you don't know what they have, where they're selling it to. But if you wanted to read about this, it's in appleinsider.com and it's a malicious lightning cable that can steal user data from a mile away. From a
Wow.
mile away. They don't even gotta be near you, bro. From a mile away, they
That's
can steal that
scary.
shit.
That's
Yeah,
freaking scary.
that is. So you gotta watch out for this stuff. Don't charge
Yeah.
your phone in random places, I guess.
Yeah, you're gonna be screwed if you do that shit. Because
Woo.
that doesn't sound too kosher for me. That I don't like.
Yeah, sorry, got a little dark in here, but yeah, I just wanted to warn people. I just want to warn people when they get their new iPhone, don't be plugging it in.
Move on. I won't talk about it. You made me depressed now. Move on.
All right, let's just move on to our favorite topic, some Tesla talk.
All right, let's do that.
Okay. So James, listen, I did something this week.
You did.
I did
What?
something. I did something big.
What?
I did something big. So what I did was. What I did
hurts so bad right now. I fucking hate you.
I went on Tesla.com as I normally do every week, and I usually go into their accessories page to see what's up, what's going on there, nothing big, nothing
Tesla
big.
fangirl, I get it.
I get it. Yeah, okay, I admit it. I don't care.
All right.
So then I went to the Cybertruck menu.
Oh no.
And I started playing around with some numbers.
Oh no.
And I started looking at the Cybertruck, and I started watching their little videos, and I saw the Cybertruck driving. Then I went on YouTube and looked at Cybertruck, and then I went into a deep rabbit hole of a Cybertruck. It was a deep rabbit hole.
Stop.
And then I was like, and then it was just staring at me, and it says, "Apple, buy now, $100." And I was like,
no.
I was like, It's only
Mm.
$100. It's only $100.
No,
So then
no.
I hit, you know what? I think I do want a Cybertruck.
Oh,
So I
fuck me.
pre-ordered a Cybertruck. I did it. It's done.
I'm done.
Tesla owes me a
I'm done.
Cybertruck, guys. Tesla owes me a Cybertruck. So I understand. Everyone's like freaking out right now, like, there's no Cybertruck, you're not gonna get it. I get that. And I just got the Model 3. I get that. What my plan is in the 5 years that I may get this, okay? May, right? I'll be ready to trade in my car. So I'm just gonna move on. I've already planned out my next car. If you think about it, I've just planned everything out here. We're just gonna move on, right? And if it doesn't happen, it says right there that the $100 is refundable. So I'm not even mad about that. If Tesla's willing to give me back my $100, I didn't lose anything. But I have a conspiracy theory for you guys. I don't think the Cybertruck is real. I think it's an idea, and I don't think they plan on making it real for a very long time. Okay? And I'll explain why. Tesla made orders for their existing cars, Model 3, Model S, Model Y. They made existing orders in India in 2017. They took people's monies and they have real people that placed orders in India for their Teslas. They have yet to see a Tesla. We are in 2021 for existing. They have yet to see a Tesla from 2017, bro. And these are for existing cars. These are not new concept cars they have to invent. This is for existing cars. So, that being said, I don't think the Cybertruck is real. I think it's a conspiracy. They're taking the $100 from all these suckers. So imagine if you took $100, right? They already have a million orders. They have a million plus orders. So if you took $100 from a million people, you've already made $100 million, and you have yet to give them anything. You have given them nothing, and you made $100 million. The $100 million, he's taking it and putting it in his SpaceX program, because Elon, the only thing he cares about is SpaceX and going to space. The car business for him is just a means to make money so he can actually fund his SpaceX. That's all that is. So that's why, people don't really like it, and that's why other manufacturers get upset, because he's not really a car guy. He's not really like into the cars. He's more in the space thing. But this guy with a million orders, he's made $100 million, and he has yet to even give us a keychain, a t-shirt, a hat, anything, nothing. So that's my conspiracy theory. I don't think the Cybertruck is real. I think it's a hoax. But you know what? In the off chance that it is real, I might get it in 5 years. So we'll wait around and see what that's about. But James, you heard about that? What is called the space link that they have with Elon?
No, what's that about?
The space link is if you don't have internet somewhere, right? He gives you internet, like satellite internet. So you could probably be like an RV camper in the middle of nowhere, and you can get like 1 gigabyte of like satellite internet.
Yeah, how much money
Okay.
do I have to give him? $100?
Yes. And again, same thing.
What?
Yes.
You're legit about that? I was
I
joking.
swear to God. No. I swear to God. They give $100 and you get the kit, and then like it's like $300 or $400 for like the whole thing that you have to pay them for, like the hardware of the whole thing, right?
Nah, man.
And then it's like $100 a month for the service. But wait, it's getting even better. This was announced like I think a year or over a year ago, and the people that did give him the $100 for it, they're complaining that they can't even get in touch with any customer service to see where their kits are. Like they have never even got the kits. Again, it supports my conspiracy theory of things that don't exist that he says are real, and then he collects like small payments from suckers to fund his SpaceX. Just like this Tesla bot that's coming out. He hasn't collected any money on that, but there's gonna be a time where he's gonna start collecting money. It will be like $100 for you to order your Tesla bot, and then that's when he's gonna need money for SpaceX,
Fuck
and that's
that bot.
that's where it's headed. That is
Fuck
where it's
that
headed.
bot. I don't want that fucking bot. What are we, iRobot? Fuck him and fuck that bot. He doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't. He just, all he wants is his damn freaking go to Mars crap.
Yes.
Done with that.
Wait, he's also making a cheaper EV, right? You heard the rumors.
I heard that. Yeah, I heard that.
But he's trying to make one without a steering wheel. What?
What? That's how you drive the car. With your mind bullets? Get out of here. Mind bullets?
I swear to God, it says Tesla CEO Elon Musk hits on a 2023 launch of a 25,000 EV with no steering wheel.
Mind bullets over here, freaking
How
guy.
are you? Hold on a second. So he expects this car to be fully
Self
like you just.
driving.
I mean, like, okay, so
That's pretty much
maybe
what he's
it's not a
doing.
steering wheel, maybe it's like a yoke, and he's not calling it a steering wheel. I don't understand how. Is it just like foot driving? You just like, on those like little segways or those hoverboards, you just like use your foot to drive. Like that's what it's about. Like you go left, right with your foot. Like I'm confused. I'm confused how he's gonna do this, but
Yeah.
I'm very interested. I'm confused, but very interested.
Yeah, you're probably gonna buy it. But don't
No.
worry about it. It's like the Cybertruck. Don't worry about it. That's what's gonna happen
Oh
next.
yeah, he's gonna start taking payments. See, that's the thing. He launches these concept things when he needs money for SpaceX, so he can start collecting money on them. But then it's like never comes to life.
Yeah, sounds about
Like
right.
it's crazy. I believe in this conspiracy theory. But they don't know what it's gonna be called. Some people says it's gonna be called the Model Q. Some people say the Model 2, like Model A. Like they just make some conspiracies up on like what the name would be.
Model freaking question mark at this point.
I don't know what they're gonna call it, but I don't know. I don't really care about what they call. I don't want it. I like my 3, and I want to go onto the truck
Yeah.
if I can. If I can, if it's real. I don't think it is.
Yeah. I'll hold my
But
breath. Oh, so I do
mhm.
have something I want to talk to about Tesla. I got
Yeah, go
something.
ahead.
So I do a lot of studying on different things on Teslas. I can at this point, and you know this, but
Mhm.
I can actually work for Tesla at this point. That's how much I've done
Yeah.
on this car,
Mhm.
ins and outs. I know finally got a good head around of how it works, what drives it, how it's operated, all that stuff. So I was going online. I read a lot of things and also watch a lot of YouTubers. And one YouTuber came out and was like, "Listen, if you're thinking about buying a Model Y, which is the car I'm interested in, as you guys know, he said if you're thinking about buying a Model Y, don't." I'm like, okay, well, all right, why not? So he said that Tesla's working on a newer computer, which is probably going to be in the Android bot thing he wants to make and everything else. And it's mostly catered towards the people who paid the $10,000 for the self driving because it's more towards that. So it's supposed to be like right now, all Model 3s or all Model 3s newer that's out now, like yours. The computer system is like a third edition computer system. That's pretty much what it is. It's got a third edition computer system. The fourth edition computer system that he's working on right now is supposed to give you longer battery life and more range on your car, like faster range in the car, up to 300%, not 5% or 25%, up to 300% more.
Mhm.
He's going to allow you to go ahead, and those people who paid the 10 grand or those people who are buying the newer 2022s, 2023 cars are going to have that fourth generation computer in there that'll allow you to have better range, better battery life, and of course, better way of operating to a full self-driving model. Now, those of you guys who are paying monthly for those self-driving, you don't qualify. It's believed that you don't qualify for the fourth generation computer. It's those people who pay the $10,000 now that you can bring it into Tesla and they'll go ahead and upgrade you. Now, if you notice what I said, they can go ahead and upgrade you, but it's up in the air if you're going to be charged for it or not. Because
They're
Tesla,
gonna charge you.
Tesla never does anything for free.
Mhm.
Even though you think that you're owed by this stuff, they do nothing for free. You have to pay everything out of the freaking woodwork. And I don't think that this computer is going to be any exception to it. So that's pretty much what I've heard down on the Teslaverse.
Yeah. The full self-driving right now is not worth a penny.
It really isn't. We did
Like
videos
today.
on it.
Yeah, like today it's not it's what they give you for autopilot is good enough for what it is today. You know, the only benefit that you would get from full self-driving is the lane changes, the summon if you ever use that, or if you had like a tight garage that you had to get in and out of, so you get out of the car and you drive your car forward. I don't understand why that has to be full self-driving. Why that couldn't be just included in autopilot. Like these things should just be included. Like it should not be an extra price for the
Yeah.
software if the hardware's there. Now, if you're telling me the hardware's not there and you got to pay $10,000 for the hardware, then that's a different story. But the only thing I don't agree with, James, this is what I really don't agree with. You have a car, Fine, you paid the $10,000 for the software. It's your software now, right? No, you're incorrect. It's the car software with the VIN. So even if you went to another Tesla, you gotta pay that $10,000 again for
To
the
another
software
Tesla.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the other person that buys it from you gets the benefit. Like, yeah, you charge them in the price they got it, right? But the other person gets that software.
Yeah.
You don't get it. And I don't like that. Like, why can't I bring my credit? Let it be on my account. Because then you keep the person keep buying a Tesla. You know, because
Yeah.
if I had it and I owned it, and I'm like, bro, but if I went to another car, if I even went to another EV, I'm like, yo, but I already paid $10,000 for the software. I'm just gonna get another Tesla. It just keeps them around. But now doing stuff like, oh no, it's with the car's VIN and not like, no, come on. I know they can turn that shit on and off. I know they can, right?
They've
So
done it.
yeah, they've done it. So why can't they just let it move on? Like, okay, this person doesn't have this car anymore. It's off their account. Keep the full self-driving on a person's account because you have accounts. That's why you have keys. You have accounts in Tesla. Keep it on the account and don't attach it to a VIN. You can attach it. So imagine this. You have two Teslas, right? You bought the $10,000 software, but let's say you wanted to bring your other car on a long trip,
Yeah.
right? But you buy it one time and you can switch it onto the other VIN
Yeah.
because it's on your account. You remove it on one car, put it on the other car. That would be way more better worth your money.
Yeah.
Because then you have more people actually buying it because they know they're gonna stick around. But I just cannot fathom the $10,000 price mark. I can buy a separate car for $10,000. And I
Yep.
want to just tell you, other car manufacturers just include it. Other car manufacturers are doing the same thing Tesla is doing. Just include it in their price of the car. Just include it in the price of the car. Why is it like an option? You know what I'm saying? It should just be included in the. Just tell me the car is worth $10,000 more than what you're charging me today, and is included. It's just part of the car. So if you can afford it, you can afford it. Otherwise, you keep on moving.
Yeah. That's
You
like
know
with
what
any
I'm?
other car.
Yeah. Like, I don't understand why it's an option and some people have it, don't have it, but then it's on the VIN and then you can't bring it with you. That's just too much. That's just, I can't. I cannot agree with that.
So
And that's,
I just want to point out, like you're thinking about, let's say 4 or 5 years down the line that you're gonna
yeah.
change your car to another car. I get you. I don't blame you. And people do that, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you pay your 10 grand, Hiba.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't transfer to your other car.
Nope. You got paid
You
again.
gotta pay that shit again.
That's
That's bullshit.
$20,000. That's $20,000 for what? So your car can change the lane?
Yeah,
Come
no.
on. Come on. Like, that's why when I hear full self-driving, I'm like, no, it's not full self-driving means I can take a nap in this and it's gonna take me places. That's what full self-driving means to me. And that's why they're being investigated, because the government think it's misleading, because people do think it's full self-driving. Oh, I can do whatever the hell I want now.
Yeah.
And that's not true. It's not. You gotta pay attention to that and you gotta be ready. Ooh, I can't. That, you wanna talk about being triggered? Full self-driving triggers me. That triggers me. The $10,000 trigger me. Like, I, as a Tesla person, I just cannot give them $10,000 for that. Now, if it was like $3,000, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'd be into it. I would be like, you know what? $2,000. But then I have it for 5 years. It's mine. All right, then I can sell the car. You know what? I'm okay with that. $10,000? I can get two
I'd be
motorcycles.
okay. Okay, so once it fully launches, right? Once it fully launches, Mr. Musk, I'm not trying to beat on you. Are you
I'm
gonna charge
beating
me
on
more
you.
$10,000 for once it's fully?
Yeah,
Because right now you're
your
taking the
beta
money. Excuse
for
me.
beta.
You're taking your money, taking my money, so you could go ahead and develop this software. So when is it gonna stop? Oh no, you're not gonna stop it. So why do I have to do? I mean, yes, it's great. You know what Tesla is? Tesla's Apple. You're buying the name. You're buying the name. That's it. Because I can get the same results from the other manufacturers, which, by the way, they're all going to figure out their own way of doing this because they're always going to do it. Everyone does. And they're going to make something based on your model and they're going to be cheaper. That's how they're going to get other people to get on there. That's how business works.
You know what? So Tesla's been out for a while. Like, people know what Teslas are, correct?
Yeah.
Like, it's not like you must be living under a rock if you don't know what a Tesla car is, right? So people that are in the field of vehicles, they should definitely know what a Tesla is, right? Okay.
Yes.
That's not the case with our government in the DMV. That's not the case. So listen to this, guys. Listen to this. I'm going to give you some tips. If you need to take a driver's test, do not do it in a Tesla.
Oh, no. Hell no.
Because they automatically fail you for everything.
Wow.
They fail you. They don't tell you they're gonna fail you. They see that you have a Tesla. They'll get in your car. They'll make you take the test, but they'll fail you anyways. And I'm gonna tell you a true story here.
All right.
So this DMV, with this guy, he was trying to pass his test in a Model 3. Okay, so he
Okay.
took his Model 3 there.
Okay.
So they made him take the whole test, but they failed him. They failed him because the officer replied that the Model 3's acceleration should have been in chill mode, and the steering setting should be in comfort. But they don't tell no one this. They didn't tell this guy when they got in the car. They didn't tell him you need to change. Like, why wouldn't this guy change the option if he knew?
Yeah, he
Why
could have
would he-
changed the option right then and there and changed
Yeah.
it to chill mode and do everything he needed.
Yeah,
Why?
but
Why
the
wait?
examiner didn't. He made him take the whole test and failed him because of that. All right, this guy was like, okay, I didn't know. Fine. He scheduled another exam.
Okay.
He tried to do this, right?
Uh-huh.
So he changed the settings before starting the test. Then the Model 3's automatic engage made the professor, the DMV person, fail the test this time. So the automatic engage, I guess meaning like the automatic braking. The officer said that she could feel the brake being pressed even when the physical brake pedal was not being engaged. So he got failed again because of the automatic braking. But as you know, you
come
can't turn that
on.
off. That's part of EVs.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
That's natural. Like that. Well, it's
Yeah.
not part of all EVs. There's the Volkswagen EV. You can turn that off. That's the regressive braking or progressive.
Yeah.
You can turn it off on that car. But it don't matter. Like, come on. You didn't even tell him though. That's like setting up for failure.
I know.
Bro.
So wait, it gets even good. It gets so good. It gets so
what
good
the
now.
fuck?
So they got mad. So the people that were trying to pass the test got mad, and they wanted to speak to like someone higher in DMV, like a supervisor or something.
Good
like,
on them.
Bro, tell me the rules. Like, what are the rules? What do you need me to do? Like, tell me, explain it to me, right? So the guy tells him everything. Like, he said, this is what you can do. Bring a regular car. Don't bring the Model 3 anymore. That's what they told him. They're like, no, bring a regular car. So, but listen, they didn't have a regular car. Him and his wife only had a Model 3, right? So they had to rent a car.
Wow.
Okay. So they went and they rented a car. They scheduled the exam. They come back, right? They failed them again on a regular car. Here, listen to this. Why they failed them on a regular exam? The regular car? Because the car wasn't in their name.
What? Are you fucking serious?
I never heard that before. If I'm a new driver, why would I have a car in my name?
Okay, now it's time. Wait, I got a personal story real quick. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of James' story time. Hold on. We're going to come back to Hiba's story in a minute. We got to put that on pause for a minute, okay? Because it's gonna make sense. I was in the Army. I was in the Army for a couple of years. I came out, and I was driving one day. Some cop pulled me over, found out that my license is revoked by the DMV at the time. Someone stole my license, turned out, and registered 9 cars in my name in Jersey. That's how bad it was. So I had to fight all that. Okay, cool. I fought all that, got it done. So I have no car to do a test in. My friend at that time, her name is Lynn, best friend of mine. To this day, I still talk to her. She goes, don't worry, bro. I'll let you drive it in my new Honda. She had a brand new Honda. She goes, you could take the test in my Honda. I'll stay over your house the night before, and you take my Honda. Took the test, passed the test. So you mean to tell me, that I should have been passed because it wasn't in my name.
Yeah, but listen to this. You're a new driver.
What
How are you going to have a car in your name?
Yeah, why would you go through that? What if I fail? Then I spent all that money, all that insurance money for what?
No, but you cannot listen. Okay,
that's bullshit.
No.
That's bullshit.
You cannot get insurance because you don't have a license. Yeah,
like a licensed driver.
Yes, and they're not going to give you insurance, so you can technically buy a car in your name. So you can own a car. You can have a title of a car in your name, but they don't let you drive it off the lot. So you're gonna have to have someone else drive it off the lot. All right, cool, you got that, right? But you ain't gonna get insurance, so you can never buy that car because you can't get insurance. Like, it's like a catch-22 here. But then they told this guy, well, you could have just rented a car from us, from the DMV office, for $140.
Fuck you! Get out of here!
I don't understand this.
Way, bro. That triggered me, bro. That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
So this is in California. It's in LA, and the guy is pissed. He's like, we just talked about it in the last podcast. California has the most EV cars, like the most EV
Yeah.
cars out there because of the emissions and the pollution and everything. So why is this DMV so dumb that they don't understand? Why don't you just tell, as soon as you see the Tesla waiting there for a test, be like, bro, nah, that ain't gonna work.
That legit sounds like a lawsuit. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I would be fucking pissed. I'm like, nah, we're not doing this.
Like, you
That's a
need to make
lawsuit.
clear rules. You need to get DMV officers that know it's a Tesla and how it's supposed to be, you know?
Yeah.
And then you can look at them doing crazy stuff. And if they're really doing automatic or what it is, you can tell them everything. Like, why wouldn't you tell somebody, hey, you need to change the settings on this car first before we start? They
Yeah.
haven't even drove yet. Just tell them to change the settings. It's
Yeah.
not like you're telling them to do it in the middle of the test. Tell them before, as soon as you sit in, like, Jesus, like,
They'd be more than happy to do that change for you.
yeah,
Because it's
like,
easy to
oh
do.
my
It's on the screen. You could do the
I
change
just-
1, 2, 3.
I just couldn't believe this.
I would
I-
be so. I would have. I'm sorry. I would have. I would have lost my mind. I'm like, yo, you better call a supervisor right now because you're about to get sued. I'm not even joking. I would have
This
lost
doesn't
my
make
shit.
any sense. Like, and then when he rented another car, and then you're gonna tell him it's not in your name. The rental agreement couldn't be in his name because he don't got a license. He's trying to pass the test, bro. Like,
Yeah,
that's the whole point of it. Like,
that's the reason why he rented a car in the first place, so he could
'Cause you
get a
told
car.
him.
Because you guys told him to do that. That
Oh
is some
my God.
bullshit.
I
No
thought you were like that. I
Fucking.
thought-
Oh man.
Yeah, I
Oh,
thought
you're
you guys were
you're a
like
real
that.
winner, Hiba. Because that.
That was a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
agree.
no.
All right.
Tell me, guys, what you think about that story below, because I'm sure you guys are all triggered the way I'm fucking triggered right now. That is bullshit.
I'd be pissed if I took my Model 3 and they told me that after the test. I'd be pissed because I'd be like,
And
you're
they said nothing.
discriminating.
You got in my
against
car,
EVs?
didn't say shit to me,
Yeah.
and then you fucking no. You're gonna fail me at it because nah, motherfucker. You better come up with a better excuse.
And you're discriminating against EV drivers and EV vehicles right now. You're telling me that I need to rent a traditional car to do this? Nah, bro.
Nah, bro.
This
You
is-
need to figure that out.
No.
You need to get your shit together because
That's-
that would have been no.
Yeah. That's
Fuck you.
that's it. All right, I think that's all the time we have today. I think that's enough triggering people. We're
Fucking
done for
bullshit.
today. Go ahead and hit subscribe if you like what you heard. We'll be back next week to talk about more Apple and what they go ahead and
After the conference bullshit.
Yeah, so whatever they come up with, we'll have more news there for you guys. So go ahead, subscribe, like, follow, and all the good stuff. Give us a big thumbs up so we can keep doing what we are doing. And until then, see you on the next one.
Take care, guys.